Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Eternal Perspective. As I mentioned in previous videos, in Eternal Perspective videos, I specifically address followers of Christ. And the topic that I'll be focusing on today is God is in control. God is in control. Now, there are three components to a human being: body, soul, and spirit. A human being is a spirit. A human being has a soul and lives in a body. Now, if you are a follower of Christ, your spirit is one with the Spirit of God. Your soul, on the other hand, is going through a process of renewal. It's going through a process of coming into alignment with God's ways and God's will and God's purpose. Now, when you hear the truth that God is in control, your spirit that is connected with the Spirit of God interprets that very differently to your soul. When your spirit hears the truth that God is in control, it produces peace and hope and joy in your spirit. However, when your soul that is still being renewed day by day hears that truth that God is in control, it actually produces frustration and extreme irritation. Why is this? Because by default, your soul desires to be in control. Whoever is in control gets their way. Now, because God is in control, God will get his way. And by implication, we won't get our way because we are not in control. Because if God is in control, that means we are not in control. That means we won't get our way. We won't fulfill our own agenda. Because God is in control, it is about fulfilling his agenda, his will, and his purpose. I have a confession to make. Over the last 2 years, I've experienced extreme frustration toward God in my soul. You know why? Because every time I ask God to show me information about my future, he decides to be silent. In his sovereign will, he decided to not share that information with me. And when he did this, I felt so frustrated with God because I said, Lord, your word says that the Father loves the Son and he shows him what he's doing. But you're not showing me, Father, what you are going to do in my life, in my future. And then the Lord spoke very directly to me. He said, Nigel, your confidence, your trust, and your faith is in what you know. It is supposed to be in who you know. Me, your Father. I am the one in who you need to put your confidence and your trust and your hope. Your hope and your faith and your trust is in the information that you want from me. It is not in me as your source, as your Father. And when the Lord showed me this, I just raised my hands and said, Lord, I repent. I'm sorry for putting my trust and my hope in the information that I want from you instead of in you, yourself. And these are the kind of lessons that we all need to learn on our journey toward maturity. So the key thing that I want to highlight in today's video of God being in control is the implications of that. If God is in control of your life, that means you are not in control. And that also means you will not always get your way. So the faster you and I come to terms with that reality and allow God to do what he desires to do through us, the faster God's purposes will be accomplished in and through us. If what I just shared was impactful to you and you would like to delve into similar topics like this one, you are welcome to purchase my latest book called Freedom. Everything that you need in order to make that happen is in the description.